Alright, welcome everybody. New place, new TV. Finally have the phone stand. I am happy to finally say that having access to this TV means that the content gets to adapt. Mostly adapt in the sense that I can finally play the game and talk at the same time, as opposed to having to record with one hand and try to very effortlessly move the character when I find something cool. I can now just kind of play and freeball spit, I guess. If my content suffers or not, we'll see as a result, seeing how I find that probably long-form content... Anna, what the hell are you doing? I have a dog now as a roommate, a big old Rottweiler. She's a good girl. Oh, video just got flagged for licensed music. Down the street, on the something next door. But yes, this is Lollipop Chainsaw. This is probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures, because in no, honest opinion can I recommend this to somebody in good faith. It's just a bad game. It's a cringy experience. If you're that horny, you gotta play as a big titty cheerleader. Just literally look her up on X videos. One moment, everybody. It's louder than I need it to be. I hate this remote. I don't think I could describe it to you. But, yeah, I mean, Lollipop Chainsaw is a game, I guess. But yeah, this game, for every charming moment it has, which it has some pretty funny jokes every now and then, but for every charming moment it has 5 or more that are cringe. And look, I have nothing against rock and roll, but if you're not a big rock and roll fan, all of the references fall flat on their face. And out of all the rock and roll you could get, the final boss has to be fat, blown out Elvis. That's the thing you think of when you think of rock? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chainsaw. Shit. So yeah, the other thing about this game. You know how most hack and slashes, if you spam the same thing, it punishes you somehow. Usually, it punishes you with a style meter getting stale. This is why I think style meters are consequential to gameplay. Without a style meter, you wind up doing the same thing that's the most overpowered shit over and over again, because there's no point to differentiate your tactics. What's the point of doing that or this slow-ass startup move when the best move in the game is 1, 2, 3, 4... Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4... Whatever, but that move here, Holy Chainsaw. Once you get that, you will not do anything else. If you do, you're stupid. So this game has variety, but there's no point in using said variety. Also, since I've started work, I have 12 10-hour shifts. Listening to this theme play in my head on and off for 10 to 12 hours straight is one of the most unbearable fucking things I think I've ever had to listen to. So much so that I hated that song, and now it's a guilty pleasure. Same with, oh, Mickey, you're so fine a day, a guy like you, Mickey, make me na. You know, that song. I hated that. It's fucking annoying, but lo and behold, it's in my head. I just don't understand why this game's so popular. I mean, I do, because Juliet's hot, but I just don't understand how you can sell a whole franchise to people for this long off the grounds of, wow, she's sexy. And it's, I'm not going to go on some, spiel about how this is what's wrong with female representation in gaming. It's not even that. The problem is that I love sexy things. I will buy a game for sex appeal alone. But when that's all you have going for it, and the final product is garbage on every other front, what's the point? I feel lied to. I felt like the sex appeal was sold so high, and Warner Brothers' seal of approval was there, the game was going to be quality, and then it's just one of the most disappointing hack and slashes I have ever played.
Frankenberry from like the cereal?
That is total propaganda taking a truck down.
That Frankenberry joke, I like that, but, you know, for every moment the game's charming, it gets cringy. Another thing I hate about this game, these lollipops here. There's various collectibles that only appear on certain difficulties. Now, I don't mind replaying games, but I hate it when a game wants me to 100% it, so what that consists of is you have to play the game on easy, normal, hard, and very hard. Like, why do I have to play your game on easy to unlock anything? It's easy. But yeah, this boss fight sucks for the most part. It's just a boring hallway moving forward while you're dodging these really pitiful, easy to dodge laser beams. For the most part, as I get hit by one, of course. And then when you get up there, it's a really arduous boss fight. The final part of this game, you don't even do any gameplay. It is a literal fucking quick time event. That's good gameplay. Mickey, you're not there, don't you understand? You take me by the when you take me by the end. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, and that's just stuck in my damn head all the time. I hope you people are happy. Sorry I've been doing nothing but having content of this game. It's just stuck in my head so bad I have to. If I don't play this game in quick enough intervals, I get bad Stockholm syndrome of it. Don't you know? Also, Chainsaw Dash is useless except in this part and the first part that they introduce it in the game.
It's gonna be okay. Just listen. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's just disappointing to me when you get so lazy that the only way you can end a final encounter of the game is with some half-assed quick-time events. I blame Resident Evil 4 and God of War for starting that crap. I mean, I don't mind button prompts like mash this to brutalize or roundhouse kick by pressing a button. I think what kills me primarily is when you have to watch a cutscene and you can't even sit your controller down and enjoy it, because the idea is, oh, well, if you have QuickTime events you don't know when they're coming, it'll keep you more engaged with the game and you won't lose player engagement during a cutscene. Which is dumb. If your cutscene's good enough, I'm going to be intrigued to watch it. Like, look at Metal Gear Solid 4. This boss fight sucks. This first part's shit. You just move left and right and then shoot him in the face, pretty much. And then press circle when it tells you to press circle. You win. That's the whole boss fight for the first half. And occasionally the game will know when you run out of bullets, because then it spawns in more for you. You shoot one time, you wait for the invincibility frames to pass, and then you shoot again when he's not doing anything. If you try to spam shoot, it'll just make you waste all your bullets and it feels like shit. But yeah, this is on hard mode. I'm going to play very hard next. Very hard's damage scaling that the enemies do is retarded, and it's not fun to play. Because this game has really buggy hit detection for when your moves hit, but also how your enemy's moves hit you. So we'll mix it up now, cover his eyes, but that really just draws the fight out for longer. It's the same premise still. Not just that, but man, this game has some really bad textures. You'll notice this game has like a comic book gradient. You can probably see it up around like Juliet's life bar and Kill Billy's name. The comic book gradient is, of course, argued for style, but I feel like the textures and resolution of this game is so low quality that they put the comic book gradient and all that little stifling, whatever it is for art when you poke a bunch of dots on something. They put a bunch of that to hide the fact that the game looks like crap. Also, for this boss fight, I'm going for an achievement, so I'm going to make it go on for longer because I got to take out 20 kill